This is the latest disclosure in a report from National Civil Defense Headquarters in Washington. It has been established that persons who have recently died have been returning to life.
From the Corrections Omissions Department. It helps if you push record.
Good job. I'm just waiting for you to, like, seriously do that.
Just for a whole show?
For a whole show.
It'll happen.
Yeah, it's. I mean, it'll be a half a show. But I didn't. Well, we lost a show one time, so YouTube's a good backup, right? Because you were able to get the audio from YouTube.
Yeah, I don't remember what. All right, this time we're really going this time.
This is the latest disclosure in a report from National Civil Defense Headquarters in Washington. It has been established that persons who have recently died have been returning to life.
From the Corrections Omissions Department. Did I just stumble?
Really,
I just stumbled through that.
Didn't
Fuck.
Let's celebrate Christmas by concocting a liquor we call Murderling.
I got sent a Facebook post or a Facebook something or other. Ooh, that's a fun picture of me.
Got right up to the gate in the front, the rail thingy. Fence.
I don't know.
Is the word I'm looking for.
They need to if you're just listening to this episode this is the first episode out of all of our episodes that you started listening to.
You guys need to get your shit together.
Certainly do.
Yeah.
I need to take his advice more often.
Yeah. So Ryan decided to start the show without pressing record. It's a good thing you caught it.
Yeah, I didn't press record, and I noticed the volume on my computer was down considerably, so I just started to raise it up. I raised up the computer and lower the fader volume to kind of even it out, but then I got to 100.
And it went bing.
Bing! And that recorded. So we're off to a great start.
Yeah. That'd be better than the last one.
After a tumultuous weekend for me. Tumultuous?
Yeah. I guess, yeah.
What does that word mean?
Full of tumult.
Tumult?
No, it's not that. It just means action-packed.
Action-packed weekend. Yeah, actually, kind of. Well, what do you want to start with? Do you want to just go into it?
Yeah. We're not... well, we can do What Are You Drinking with you.
Real quick, what are you drinking? I usually do this thing on days... I forgot to do it yesterday. I went out with Scott Schwab on Friday night, and I'll get into that in a minute. And I should have had one of these. Should have had one of these on Saturday morning, but I just slipped my mind. But this is called it's a gin breakfast is what it usually is. It's 2 measures of gin, a measure of grenadine, and an egg yolk.
That's disgusting.
But I have gin, but I didn't want to use it on this. I got good gin, and I had cheap vodka, so I did vodka and egg yolk, a little cranberry juice, some bitters, and it's actually
so
not
that's
bad.
Not the drink at all that you described in the first place.
No, I just
it's a completely different.
I
drink.
used the measurements, and it actually came out pretty good.
That it's not even. Why did you even describe the first drink? You could say I got the idea from a gin breakfast.
I got the idea from a gin breakfast.
But you're like,
that's what
so
we'll say.
You described a gin breakfast, and you said, so instead of doing that, I did something totally different. So instead of a yolk, it was whites. Instead of gin, it was vodka.
Yes.
And instead of grenadine, it was grapefruit juice?
Cranberry juice.
Cranberry juice.
The cranberry was a mistake.
Totally different drink.
The cranberry was a mistake. I should have done something else, but I didn't.
Raw egg.
I was just...
You're not sure that might have been a mistake?
No, it's actually like...
There's enough alcohol in it that it's probably fine.
Well, it's nice because as gross as it sounds, it coats your stomach. It makes you feel a little bit better. But the reason why I'm drinking this is because I'm still feeling the effects from yesterday.
Yeah.
So I guess I should start from the beginning.
Yeah.
Yes. So Friday night, we postponed the show, and we were going to do it Saturday because a friend of mine, a friend of ours, I should say, Scott and I, Greg, he came up from New Jersey. Mm-hmm. He's like a sports guy. He started doing a podcast. I had talked to him about it, and I thought it was a sports podcast because that's what he does, but it's not. Okay. It's just it's got sports in it and stuff, and he talks about it a little bit because that's his forte, but for the most part, he's just shooting the shit by himself.
Really?
Yeah, which is scary.
That's tough to do.
The guy's sharp as a motherfucker. He's super funny and he's really great. He's going away though to Richmond, Virginia for 6 months. So if the podcast is still going by then, I would like I'd like him to come on because he's goddamn funny. He's very sharp, very quick. Anyway, so we go out and we go to Joseph's Steakhouse on 9W. Now, we talk a lot about
anything across the river is going to be garbage.
Or no, I'm sorry, not across the river.
Okay.
Did I say 9W?
You did say 9W.
9G. We're 9G and 9 Meat.
Oh, the place that used to be a Thai food restaurant?
Yes.
Yeah.
And this one's it's a steakhouse now. Now, Scott had told me he went when they first opened. He said they were great. And I've heard mixed reviews since. But we always talk about good local restaurants and everything around here.
Yeah.
Millhouse, Beechtree, so on and so forth. Excuse me. The egg yolk's coming back up on me.
God. That sounds disgusting.
Tastes like scrambled eggs. Scramby eggs and cranberry juice.
There is nothing appealing about an egg in a drink for me. I don't know what is wrong with you people.
Love it. Tuttleton. They do or I'm sorry, is it
Tuttletown?
Tuttletown.
Yeah.
I always say Tuttleton.
There's a W in there.
Tuttletown does a gin gimlet, a lavender gin gimlet with an egg white in it. So good. The best like hangover remedy ever. Anyway, so we go to Joseph's.
Over a cheeseburger? Come on.
Well,
cheeseburger's the best.
Well, you got to have a drink and a meal, yeah. But anyway, regardless, we're at I don't want to shit on this dude's restaurant. I really don't because
if you had a bad experience, then
it was.
I mean, was it just you that had a bad experience, or did everyone?
No, whole table.
Yeah, then
whole table.
At that point, you can reflect on the restaurant.
Right.
You know, there's a big difference between people like us and people who bitch for the sake of bitching.
Yeah, it's a steakhouse. The steaks were fine. I got an aged one. I went a little, crazy. They had like a whole aged section of it was like 22-ounce ribeye, 22-ounce T-bone, and then they had a 38-ounce. Was it 38 or 30? It was 32-ounce cowboy ribeye for two. And this is a quick aside. They were talking about this guy that comes in. He goes to the bar. He drinks 3 Johnny. This is the waiter was telling us about this. He was actually friends with one of the people that was with us. And he's like, there's this dude that comes in. He drinks 3 Johnny Walker Blacks at the bar. Goes and sits down. Orders another Johnny Walker Black. Orders the 32-ounce aged ribeye, which is like $78 or something like that. And he eats that.
Jesus.
And he gets another Johnny Walker in the middle of it, and then gets another one, and eats that.
What?
And then goes home.
How the fuck?
I don't know.
72
They don't know
ounces?
either.
How many pounds is that?
That's it's 64 ounces. So what's how much is a pound?
It's 64 ounces altogether.
Altogether,
I thought
total.
you said 72.
Did I say 72?
I think so. So between the two orders,
No, it was $78 for one order of a 32-ounce steak. So it's 64.
So 64 ounces. I don't know. It's 8 ounces. No, how much is a pound?
I don't know.
Even know.
Is it
I
16 ounces?
16 ounces is a pound.
So
I believe.
what's 64 times 16
I
or
think
divided by
it's-
16?
It's 4. It's 4 pounds of meat.
He ate 4 pounds of this guy eats 4 pounds of meat.
Jesus. This just goes to show you how the metric system is better. So that means he ate 2.2 kilograms of meat or something like that.
I was watching Archer the other day, and he was.
No, it'd be like 1.8 kilograms.
I was watching Archer, and he was converting feet to what's the to fathoms, and then and then to something else.
Oh my God. Fathoms. How much is a fathom? A fathom's like 10 meters.
He's like, that's like 24.5 fathoms. And they look at him, they're like, how do you know that? How do you not?
Yeah, what is? Look up what a fathom is.
Hold on.
I want to know now. I feel like it's 10 meters, but I also am not. I'm about 20%.
Fathom is a unit equal to 6 feet,
Oh, so,
approximately
yeah,
1.8 meters. That was it.
So
He
it's
converted
totally wrong.
it. He converted it to fathoms, and then he converted it to meters. This fucking show is the best goddamn thing. I just got into it.
I could
too.
probably fucking use that. You know, if someone says feet, you divide it by 6, and then you know that you times that by 1.8 meters.
So I'm just shy of a fathom tall.
Yeah.
That's
yeah,
funny.
wow.
But anyway, God, what was it?
I wish I had known that, like, when I was single and online dating,
Oh.
just to put my height as just shy of a fathom.
You can weed out a lot of people with that one.
Yeah.
But Christ. So we're sitting. So we order some wine. Wine was good and everything like that. So we're drinking wine. We got 2 bottles for the table. There was 5 of us.
It's fucking cold down here.
It is cold, man. It's warmer outside than it is down here.
Sorry, go ahead.
Anyway,
I'll put my vest on.
it's like 60 degrees in February.
Yeah.
Late February. So stupid.
Of course the sun comes out now that I'm in a fucking basement. Not for my nice long walk over here. It's just cloudy and shitty.
Anyway, so we get the food. First of all, the decor is something special. The roof, the ceiling was like this, like wood, like it is down here.
Yeah.
And it must have been rough. They painted it brown.
Why?
They painted it wood brown. I don't know. And they had like one gray wall, one like lavender wall, like all these weird colors. And the tablecloths were red tablecloths with the white spread over the top of it.
Okay.
It was really, really strange. And we got the wine. Like Scott ordered the wine. Guy comes over, he shows him the bottle. Scott's like, "Oh God, what do we do?" Like you could see the douche chills like crawling up his spine. And he's like, "Yeah, that looks like it." And the guy like puts it through the aerator and puts it in a decanter. The most ridiculous decanter you've ever seen. The top of it was skinny.
Yeah.
It was like super, super skinny, like a Tom Collins glass skinny. And then at the base was like, I don't know, 8 inches around.
I really want one of those, actually.
Yeah,
those are like the best for decanting.
To finish it, to like finish the decanter full of wine, you had to like
turn
you
it
have to
completely upside
upend
down.
it and kind of shake it a little.
Yeah,
to get it all out.
Those ones, it's all about creating surface area on the top, so that it aerates better.
Well, he had like the little cone thing that looks like a fucking one of those vibrating eggs you stick up your ass. And you put that in the top and you dump the wine into that slowly, and that aerates it, and then the crystal. And I'm just watching him. I'm watching Scott watch him, and I was like, "Oh, this is great." Scott was like, "What the fuck is this? What the fuck? I gotta pour out of that fucking thing? How the fuck are you supposed to hold that?"
You're just supposed. Oh my God!
He was losing his mind.
It's like. It's not even fancy. It's just how you're supposed to drink it.
Yeah,
you know
it is.
mean? It's like you can do all of those things, or you could just open the bottle 4 hours before you want to drink it. That's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
So yeah, but that's not feasible at a restaurant.
If you watch Downton Abbey, you can catch them decanting wine and stuff like that. That's fun. You don't watch that show, do you?
I have so little respect for people that watch that.
I love
show.
it. I fucking love it. Brooke was like, she was like 2 episodes.
You know, you're just watching a soap opera.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Okay.
I know. I hate it. I
making sure
hate
you
that
know.
I love it. I don't know why, but she watched like 2 episodes and stopped, and she's like, watch this show. Tell me what you think. And I'm like, well, I don't want to watch the 2. I'll try and catch up. I'll just ask you questions and shit like that. So I caught up. I started on the 3rd episode. I've been hooked since. We blasted right through all 5 seasons, 5, 6 seasons, whatever it is, and now we're on the final season.
Good for you, I guess.
Anyway, Joseph's Steakhouse. So the steaks come out, and they're fine. Mine was cooked perfectly. I got it rare, and everybody at the table looked like I was fucking crazy. And when I cut into it, they were like, "Oh," I'm like, "Yeah, 'cause that's what a rare steak's supposed to look like. Like it was perfect. It was done perfect, and it was huge. It was a 22-ounce cowboy ribeye, which I ate all of, by the way.
Yeah.
And they did it perfectly. It was aged. It tasted good. It had that like weird kind of game flavor to it. It was awesome. But the vegetables and shit on the side, like, were inedible.
Yeah. Just terrible.
Completely inedible. Terrible.
That sucks.
And there was like, I don't know. It seemed like they're trying to do a classic steakhouse take, like, 60s steakhouse type thing.
Yeah.
But it's too deep into the 60s. Like, they got to modernize it a little bit, to make it look better. But the vegetables and stuff, I don't know. This is allegedly
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure they were frozen.
Yeah, well, you could tell.
And the
Yeah.
béarnaise sauce on the asparagus was like it was like
Yeah.
mayo.
Gross.
It was nasty.
Yeah.
Steak,
That-
however,
I
was
mean,
pretty good.
Yeah, but that's the problem is they probably just over specialized, and you have like some fucking sous chef who really is only qualified to be a dishwasher making all the sides, I'm sure.
Yeah, who knows? Who knows
Yeah.
what the hell happened? It's a rough area. It's a rough spot to
Yeah.
have a restaurant.
Every business has failed there for the last 20 fucking years.
It is like 10 minutes from it's like
Yeah.
5 to 10 minutes in either direction from like not civilization, but like
It's on your way from Poughkeepsie to Rhinebeck.
yeah, to Rhinebeck.
Via
So
9G.
you've already passed
And it's also a way that most people don't go
yeah,
to go there.
you're already
The only time you go there is like the middle of the day when you're trying to avoid Route 9 traffic. I would rather drive Route 9 than 9G to Rhinebeck.
right.
You know, once you get past Hyde Park, Route 9's fine.
Mhm.
You know, but you just want to avoid the traffic through Hyde Park. That's the only reason you'd go that way.
Yeah, so it's a stop after I think it's after the culinary. Yeah, it's after the culinary and before Rhinebeck, which has
Yeah.
like the Beekman Arms and all those
Yeah.
like nice and what's that other place, Terrapin
Yeah.
and whatnot. So it's like it's a rough spot.
I give Terrapin a resounding meh, by the way.
Really?
Yeah.
I had a fantastic meal there.
I've eaten there.
Fantastic
I've eaten
meal.
there 3 times, and it's just like, yeah, this is nice. It was a chicken sandwich I could have made at home.
Oh no, see,
You know?
I went to the restaurant with Brooke
That's
for a
the
birthday.
thing. Like, I consider myself a pretty good cook. So in order for me to be like, wow, it's either got to be as good as I could make it at home and cheap, or way better than I could make at home.
Oh yeah. What I
Yeah.
had a wild caught salmon with
Yeah.
like with pumpkin seed crust and a yada yada whatever sauce when I was there, and it was fucking amazing meal I had there. So whatever.
Yeah.
Did you eat in the smaller spot or the bigger spot?
I've eaten. We ate like in the bar area twice.
Yeah, there's
for
a-
lunch, and then I went there once for dinner. And I think I got a steak, and it was just fine. It was good. It was fine. It was just way overpriced.
Yeah, that's the cool thing
I think
about
it was like $42 or something like that for the steak that I got.
yeah, probably.
Yeah.
The restaurant side is
This is also going back like 2 or 3 years.
the
so
restaurant
I don't
side
really
is a bit expensive, but it's good. The one time I've been there, I had a fantastic meal.
Yeah.
The other side of it is just pub food, but like up to their standards of pub food apparently, and it's
Yeah.
just this big cool bar area that's really nice. And all you do is you can leave the bar area and just a short walk to the restaurant area. It's a nice place, man. It's huge.
Yeah, I
too.
mean, I just like I said, it was not bad. It was just like I thought this place was amazing. Like that's what everyone said. It's amazing.
yeah.
I was like, yeah, they got good beer on tap. I had a good time, but it's like I paid $14.50 for a chicken sandwich that had fucking
Yeah.
like out of a bottle barbecue sauce on it.
And I feel bad for like shitting on the restaurant, but I didn't have a fucking it wasn't that good, man. Like for what
yeah. So it was pretty much just the sides and everything that were just awful.
the sides were off. I mean, the steaks were my steak was good, but Scott was complaining about his was small for a T-bone. It wasn't very thick considering what you were like what he was expecting.
Yeah.
Mine was perfect.
Well, T-bone should be about an inch thick.
It wasn't. It was about
Yeah.
half. Meh.
That's a half inch.
Actually,
That's an inch.
a little less than an inch, a little more than half.
So three quarters of an inch. This might be right at an inch.
Yeah, it was a little
Yeah.
small. It was smaller than that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was about
So
there.
no one can see this.
It was skinny.
Yeah.
It was small. It was small for I expect. He put it down in front of him, and I went, whoa.
Yeah.
And it had like French's onions on top of it.
Oh my God.
Scrape those fuckers right off.
I mean, those are fine if they make them there,
Yeah.
but
So-
like Brasserie used to do those little onion straws.
That's fine if they do them there. They didn't do them there.
No.
That's what
Most places don't. They're a fucking nightmare to make.
Yeah, that scared the shit out of me. So
Yeah.
I mean, whatever,
I've,
man.
I've
I
made
feel,
them before. It's fucking awful. I mean, even if you have a deep fryer, because you have to like, you can't just chop the onion. You have to like sit there and shave them like razor thin.
Yeah.
So you cut the onion in half.
Well, you need a
like,
You need
yeah.
a mandolin.
Yeah. But I did it with a knife. I was like, oh, this is fucking terrible. They came out great, but it was like, that was so much work for a garnish.
So we finished there. We had 2 bottles of wine between 5 people. I drank most of the second bottle because no one liked it.
Mm-hmm.
It was weird. I took a picture of it. It's hold on.
I'm usually good for that. I'm like, this wine's fucking terrible, unless I'm drinking directly out of the bottle.
I liked it. I liked
Yeah.
it a lot. Everybody else was like, "Oh, it's rough," because it was like super earthy and leathery, and
Yeah, you like that shit.
yeah, it was really
It's
like
fucking Robitussin.
it was Antano Montefalco Rosso, 2013. It's Italian.
Never had it.
It was weird, to say the least. Leather and, like, mushrooms and, like, earthy, and, like, you can taste a little, like, hay and stuff in it, too. It was...
Yeah, I wouldn't like that.
It was almost like it almost tasted like a green wine. But green wines are usually the white wines.
I was just picturing, like, fucking wheatgrass shots.
It was super earthy, man. I liked it because I had this beautiful aged steak.
Yeah.
That
it probably paired pretty well with it.
It was perfect. It was
I
perfect.
kind of want a steak now. I haven't had a steak in a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I told
maybe I'll
Brooke,
pick
she's
some
just
up.
like, oh, I never get you steak. I'm sorry, because it's never on sale. I'm like,
Well,
get me
it's like-
London broil. I'll cook the shit out of those fucking
Yeah.
things.
I mean,
I can really cook them well.
I won't eat a London broil anymore. I just won't do it.
I can do it really well.
It's just, if I'm going to eat a London broil, it's going to be beef jerky. You know, that's how I'm going to eat it, because that, you know, it has no fat.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you cook it perfectly, you like yours rare. I'm more of medium.
Yeah.
So London broil at medium is almost inedible.
Yeah.
So no, not for me. Like, if I'm going to buy a steak, I'm going to get something. I like a T-bone steak.
I'm gonna
You know.
go upstairs right after the show and beat the piss out of that steak
Mm-hmm.
and turn it into something beautiful.
Yeah. Although London broil is really, really great for chicken fried steak.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you pound it
Yeah.
out real thin, and
Yeah.
then maybe I'd do that.
Yeah, that'd be good.
But anyway, so we leave there and we go to Millhouse for drinks. Scott walks in the place. He knows everybody apparently because he goes there multiple
Yeah.
times a week, like you.
Scott, no, I haven't been there in a long time.
It used to
Yeah.
be.
I used to be there all the time.
Yeah.
Back when I used to make money. Yeah, Scott is definitely how I was a few years ago, where you're making pretty good money, not amazing money, but pretty good money. And it's just like, now I look at the amount that I used to spend just on alcohol going out is probably 5 times what I make now.
Yeah.
You know, and that like, seriously, $250 a week.
He could
Easy.
he'd probably fight against that because, like, you know, he usually just goes there for drinks. Maybe he goes there to eat. I don't know. I think it's
Yeah.
mostly drinks and just to
Yeah.
kind of shoot the shit with his buddies and everything like that.
What
But-
I'm saying is he has disposable income.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. So he goes in, go to the bar. The bartender says hi to him, and not the guy we know, the other guy. Kyle. And he waves, and Scott just goes, another guy showed up. One other guy left, another guy showed up. He goes, 5 shine boxes. He orders for all of us. And we start drinking those. Greg had never had one. I'm a big fan. That's
Yeah,
the
they're
one with the
great,
black tea infused bourbon, blah, 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 blah. And he loses his mind over there. That's what we just start drinking. I had like 3 or 4 of them.
Yeah.
I think I had 3. Yeah, I had 3 of them. Then we went to Shotskies.
Shotskies.
Is it Shotsies? I
Yeah.
thought it was Shotskies.
No, it's Shotsies.
Shotsies. And then we went to Shotsies. I guess it was, to them, it was dead. To me, I don't know. It's a bar that has people in it that are
Yeah.
drinking and yelling. So I was like,
Yeah.
okay, I'm good. Then we go to the fucking Derby.
Ugh,
The Derby was
what a fucking shithole.
amazing. It was
Why?
amazing.
Why?
There was this dude walking around, this black dude with this leather jacket that had like fucking rhinestones all over it.
Yeah, I've seen that guy.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
It was like a bunch of hipsters, a bunch of dudes from like, you know, a bunch of, you know, just like thugs and everything like that. And then a bunch of it was just like a big mix of people. It was a fucking big mix of different types of people. It was really weird. So it was pretty cool. But I had already had enough. And Scott was like, "What do you want?" And I'm like, "Cuz we got to drink at Shotsies too." And see, I keep trying to say Shotskis.
Shotskis.
Anyway,
You're
I go,
thinking you're thinking of like tchotchke.
yes, that's
Yeah.
why.
Yeah, but it's Shotsies.
I'm like, just get me a club soda with a lemon or whatever. Comes back, I take a drink, and I go, I look at him like, what is
bucket
this?
of
He
gin.
goes, it's Tito's and soda. I'm like, you're a cocksucker. So, you know, I didn't want to puss out in front of everybody, so I start drinking that, and I basically lean up against the wall, and you get those micro dots and everything are going, where you're like way too drunk to even function, like it's time to go home and have a sandwich. That kind of drunk.
or fucking burn a pizza.
Yeah, burn a pizza.
It's
in the
time
oven.
to go home and fall asleep with a Totino's pizza in the oven.
I tried to make tea one time. I'm like, I want some tea,
You
and I
told me
put
that.
the teapot on, and all of a sudden I'm like,
Which is like a really nice cast iron teapot.
oh, it's
all
beautiful.
painted and
Yeah,
everything.
painted. It's got like
Yeah.
little like embroidery, filigree. That's the
Yeah.
word I was looking for. And I'm sitting on the couch watching TV, and Eisen is losing his fucking mind, just being an annoying prick. I'm like, what is your problem? And then all of a sudden I went, the tea. I ran inside. That thing is fucking glowing red.
It's a cast iron teapot.
There's no water left in it. Like, I pick it up like an idiot. I didn't get burned,
Yeah.
which is amazing.
The handle was
But
hot?
The handle was hot, but it didn't burn me. And I went, and I put my hand close to it, and it was too close to put my hand. Like, for
It was too hot to put your hand close
too
to
close to put my hand. It was too hot to put my whatever. Anyway, so fuck me, and where are we?
I don't know.
So anyway, yeah, teacup. Anyway, I'm drunk. Want to go home now. So go on the ride home. Scott's driving. He was fine though. He was laying off and just getting everybody else drunk.
Okay.
The cocksucker. So he pulls in my driveway. I have his whole car smells like everybody gave me the bones from their steaks to take home from my dogs because I mentioned that I was going to take mine. So Greg was like, "Oh, take mine." Scott was like, "Oh, I'll take mine too."
So
Okay.
you're just all drunk sucking on a
So
fucking
I have
bone.
just a pile of like ribeye, and I'm just nibbling on the bone as we're driving home. And this whole car smells like aged ribeye and T-bones. We get out of the car. I go to walk away, and I turn around real quick to see what he's doing, and he's got his head down and he's texting. We used to do this thing in high school called, we used to say, "Oh shit, I sat in gum," and your friend turns around to look, and you take a piece of your like scrotum, like your nutsack, and you pull it out like a piece of gum, and you put it in front, like you pull it in front. And it's basically to get your friend to look at your nutsack, your stretched out nutsack. So I turn around. I go, okay, I got to do this. And he's looking down. I'm right in front of his car. Like my knees are
Pulling
touching
your balls out.
And I have my nutsack out, and I'm standing in my driveway, and he's texting. And he keeps texting. And he's still texting. I stood in my driveway with my nutsack skin in my hand, pushing out, like I pushed it out with my thumb. Like I grabbed a flap and pushed it out with my thumb. And I'm pushing it out, and I'm holding my fucking bones in the carryout container, and I'm standing in my driveway holding that, doing that for probably about 3 minutes while he's texting. He looks up. He just looks up, shakes his head, and backs out of the driveway and speeds away. He did there was like no reaction. He just shook his head. Fucking a cocksucker. And then went and drove away.
Yeah.
So I wake up the next morning with an axe in the back of my fucking head because I didn't drink any water.
Yeah.
Not a sip. And I was okay though. And then, I have a cup of coffee. You know me, when I'm hungover, I don't really eat. So I had a little bit of what Brooke made for breakfast. I go back to bed.
I'm kind of the same way. I either will not eat or I'll wake up and be like, I need to go eat 3 egg sandwiches right now.
Yeah.
Or I'll go to the deli and just be like, I want an egg sandwich with 4 eggs, 3 pieces of cheese, and 6 slices of bacon.
Yes.
Yeah.
Some gooey, greasy blob of
just
just
I want
bomb.
egg, 2 slices of bacon, cheese, and then repeat that 3 times.
Yeah, it's almost like you're doing more damage to yourself than you already did, but it helps. That fucking grease helps, man.
you do crave fats.
I remember I used to go to McDonald's after a hangover. I used to just fucking pour myself into my car and drive to McDonald's and get 2 double cheese, 2 double quarter, 2 McDoubles. Wolf those down with some fries, and I was good. I was fine.
I remember one time we were coming back from it was the Hunter Mountain beer festival thing.
Yeah.
Scotty got us tickets and drove us. We went to Wendy's on the way home, and I ate a classic double, like the double cheeseburger.
Yeah.
And we all, like, he was driving, so we pulled into a spot and ate. And I was like, you need to go back around. I got to get another one. So I ate 2 of those.
Oh, God.
That's how drunk I was.
And
it was like I was finished and I was sitting there and I made the conscious decision to eat it. I still don't regret it. I felt a lot better. It was because it's called the ooh, look at that. It's just a tiny little splash. It was called the Hudson Valley Food and Beer Fest. And by Food and Beer Fest, they mean it's $50 to get in. They severely restrict you on how much you can drink via tasting, and you have to pay for all the food. So I was like, I'm not paying $4 for a piece of pizza that was cooked in a fucking dishwasher.
And I'm not paying
there.
$50 to come in and pay more.
Yeah. So so we didn't eat anything. So yeah, it was just like I had like I think like 1 slice of this gross pizza. It tastes like cafeteria food. You know, Hunter Mountain isn't really known for their culinary excellence. So yeah, it was like you can get nachos, and it's like eating in a bowling alley. That's what it was. It's like when you go to the bowling alley and you fucking eat food at the bowling alley.
I'm gonna get nachos. They're gonna be terrible. I don't care.
It's like, do you see the shoes I'm wearing? Obviously hit bottom.
So I'm laying in bed, and I get a call from another company that kind of works in conjunction with our company. Like, we help them, they help us. The owner was in the area, and he had a piece of our equipment. He wanted me to pick it up. And I was like, yeah, man, I'm just hanging out, working off a hangover. I'll pop out, and I'll come pick it up. No big deal, because I'm going to need it for Monday anyway. So I was like, fuck it. I just, it's like 15 minutes of my time. And then all of a sudden I'm like, well, I got to get this from the... Oh, and I got a new bed, too.
Yeah, I saw your picture.
Remind me, hold on. I got to write that down so I don't forget. So I realized I got to get a bunch of shit also on top of that. So I start making a list. I talk to Brooks, see what we need, this and that, blah, blah, blah. I go out. I go see him. I get my thing. I go. And I'm just like, I'm starting to feel like shit. I'm like, man, I'm feeling worse than I did before. What the fuck is wrong with me? I go to Ryan's. I go to your guys' house, pop by, say hi. I got home, and I started fixing an electrical outlet.
Oh, good.
Because when we got the new bed, I'll go into that. So I'm on my hands and knees fixing it because it's in a weird spot. Like, I had to take it all apart and put a new one in because I broke it, right? I broke the whole...
How do you break an outlet?
So we got this new bed, right? And we had to do something with the old bed. It's a king size. It doesn't fit down the stairs very easily. So we just decided to put it in that, if you walk up my stairs to the upstairs, second floor of the house, to the left as you're coming up the stairs, there's this little like walkway area just to access the storage in the side of the house.
Yeah, the eaves.
The eaves, yes. That's all that it is. And the bed would have fit perfectly in there. But when we put it down, we slid it on the wall to the floor, and when it came down, it caught this the doorbell chime, the sounder for it. I don't know what the fuck it's called.
It's the doorbell.
It's the doorbell, the speaker.
Doorbell chime.
There you go.
Dealy.
It caught that and ripped the fucking outlet right out of the wall. Destroyed the fucking outlet. The chime is fine. But the outlet is completely destroyed, bent in half, and the other pieces are like falling out. So I was fixing that. And I get right to the point where it's fixed. I just need to put the cover back on. And I kneel down to put the cover back on, and all of a sudden the walls close in. I'm like looking through. It's like if you took your hand and you made your fist the hole in your fist like the size of a penny. That's what I could see.
It's called tunnel vision. Everyone knows what it is. You don't need to.
Oh, tunnel vision.
It's as if I was looking through a tunnel of some kind.
I'm so
with my vision.
The fuck is wrong with me? Anyway, I go to stand up, and I just collapse. I can't stand up. I just can't because I'll be sick. And I kind of like crawl down the stairs. I'm like, Brooke, I'm feeling really terrible. I don't know what the hell's wrong with me. So I lay down, and she's like, "Did you eat today?" And I went, "Oh, no."
So the last thing you ate was fucking gnawing on that bone in your driveway with your balls hanging out.
Oh, well, whatever. I had like a little bit of eggs and like half a piece of toast in the morning, and that's it. And then 4 o'clock rolls, like whatever, 4 o'clock rolls around, or 3 or whatever, and I'm dead. I lay down and I pass out a little bit, and I wake up. I'm still hungry and dizzy. She made me like a cheese plate with crackers and shit.
That'll help.
I started eating that, but it just wouldn't shake, man. I stood up to come downstairs. I started turning everything on. Like, I hit the switch. I turned around to hook up my computer, and I fell back in the chair. So I couldn't stand up. I was completely depleted. I was done. So that's why we're doing the show today, because I called you, and I was just like, I can't do it. And I didn't get right until probably 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock that night, where I was actually able to eat something.
I mean, that seems a little excessive. I mean, maybe the combination of the hangover and that.
Or maybe it was something at the, dare I say, restaurant.
It could be. It could be. I mean, because even for me, I mean, I weigh a good 50 pounds more than you. And if I had an egg and a piece of toast in the morning, that wouldn't happen to me. And I'm hypoglycemic.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Like, because I've been having, like, weird issues like that. Like, I get lightheaded easily.
Well, I mean, if that's happening, you might have to. I mean, you probably should talk to your doctor, but it's not severe enough for them to really do much. They're just going to tell you to adjust your diet and to carry a snack.
Yeah.
For me, if that starts to happen, you just got to go carbs and then protein of some kind. Just something to get your sugar up really fast. Like, I mean, don't eat a candy bar, but like a Cliff Bar is a good idea. Something like that. It's just a lot of carbohydrates, a lot of sugar. I like the fuck are those? The Kind bars. Those are good. They give you a quick jump.
I had a Cadbury cream egg at like 2.
But that's just straight sugar. So that can make it worse if you don't follow it with something else.
I didn't eat anything else.
That was what my doctor said. He was like, carry something, but if you start to feel lightheaded or you my big thing is mood shifts. I get really angry.
Yeah.
Like angry.
Brooke does it.
Yeah. So he said, just, carry like, I forget what he's like. What's the fucking protein bar? The Power Bar. Oh. That's what he told me to carry. I'm not eating those because they're disgusting.
Yeah, they're junk.
Yeah, it's just all it's fucking candy with whey protein in it.
Joe Rogan talks about the Warrior Bar.
I don't know. I mean, Cliff Builders bars are okay, but he said that if you were to eat like a candy bar, he was like, it'll make you feel better for a half an hour, but then you'll burn through it so fast, and then your metabolism's in hyperdrive, and that can make you pass out.
Yeah.
So that Cadbury cream egg might be what did you in.
Yeah, probably, right? I was like,
yeah.
It was such a sugar bomb too.
I've seen these.
Yeah.
I think I've had one.
There's a Warrior Bar. It's buffalo meat and like cranberries and pepper and all kinds of like, just shit that the Native Americans would use.
It's like jerky in a fucking candy bar.
It's supposed to be like pemmican.
Yeah.
Like the natives used to make.
Yeah.
And it's 14 grams of protein. It's like it's like one of those snack sticks by
Slim Jim.
Slim Jim.
Or
except
Jack
it doesn't
Links
have
or something like
shit
that.
in it.
Yeah.
And it's gluten free.
Yeah, check out, if they're gluten free, check out the Chia bars. They sell them at Adam's. Chia Warrior. Those are awesome. Yeah, they're fucking great.
Oh, Chia Warrior.
Yeah, and they're like only 100 calories and they're small. Those aren't the ones. Those are the ones. The smaller ones. The chocolate peanut butter, and they have a coffee one. They're really expensive though. It's like, I think they're 2 for $3 and they're this big.
So they're like 2 inches tall.
Yeah, but they really work. They stave off hunger for hours.
Well, because it's probably dry chia, right?
Yeah,
in the mix. So and then
then you're picking seeds out of your teeth for 3 fucking hours.
Wow,
so.
when that chia hits your fucking stomach, it blows up like a balloon.
Yeah,
I used to put chia seeds in my my smoothies in the morning, I had to stop doing it because it was grossing me out. It was like drinking cum, like strawberry flavored cum. It was disgusting.
Yeah, so little survival tip for everyone. So if the fucking dead do rise and we all need to survive, there's food in like IKEA and fucking Bed Bath and Beyond because they have those fucking chia pets.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can just eat those seeds straight and just a ton of protein.
It's the same shit.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's exact same stuff. Yeah.
So-
Or, you could grow the chia pet and eat the greens off of it.
Yeah.
So.
But, so that was my day yesterday. I was, like, in real fucking bad shape, man. I was really fucked up, so.
That's fine. I was definitely hungover, too, so it was fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't been drinking during the week. So I think I said this before. It's like when the heroin addict fucking overdoses because he got arrested and he spent 3 days in jail.
Yeah.
It's just that my tolerance is not what that's why I'm drinking PBR because there's like no alcohol in it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I had like the hip flasks of bourbon. The ones that it was Jim Beam.
Mm-hmm.
Like the small bottle.
Yeah.
It's the one that's like $10. I
A
had
belt, I think they call it.
Yeah,
Right?
I had
belt.
a little over half of one of those and beer, and I was fucking annihilated. Like, annihilated. The way I would have been before, I could have drank that whole thing and then 2 hours later gone to work. It would have been fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that was maybe 4 or 5 shots of bourbon and then 5 or 6 beers, and I was out of my fucking mind.
That was the thing with Scott, too. Like, if you think about it, I had, if you do the math, what did I have? 2 glasses of wine. I had a lot to drink.
Mm-hmm.
I did have a lot to drink. However, I don't drink like that.
Mm-hmm.
Ever. Only when I fucking hang out with that asshole.
Yeah.
Every single time. Like, the next day I woke up, I was supposed to go hunting with my dad, which would have been great.
Mm-hmm.
But they just, I just couldn't, man. I couldn't do it. It fucking banged me up so bad. But I wasn't, like, puking hungover, which is usually where I'm at. If I'm hungover bad, I'm usually getting sick.
Yeah. Not me. I just feel like crap.
I wasn't that bad, but not eating really fucking did me in.
Yeah.
Something fierce. Yeah. It was fucking crazy. But we got a new bed.
Mm-hmm.
I really want to talk about this thing. It's so
about your bed.
I absolutely do. It's the greatest
What'd you
thing
do with
ever.
your old bed?
It's still sitting upstairs.
What's wrong with it?
Nothing.
Nothing. Can
It's
I have
old.
It?
It's old, and it's a
I
king
don't want it
size.
then. It's old.
It's like 8. I would say it's anywhere from 6 to 8 years old.
Did you get it new?
Yes. I offered it to Ryan already because he said he needed it.
Oh,
Because
then
his
that's
his
fine. Yeah.
mattress is all messed
Ours is kind of fucked too, but like we don't really have room for
up. You have a
king.
queen, though, right?
Yeah, it's a queen.
Okay.
It might be a full size. I don't know. The difference is like 3 inches. Yeah.
Let me tell you something. The difference between a king and a queen,
Oh, it's a lot.
astronomical.
Yeah, it's like a whole twin bed on one side.
Brooke was like, "You sure you don't want to downsize to a queen?" Before she could get queen out of
No.
her mouth, no. We're not getting.
I don't
queen.
like you enough to sleep that close to you. Yeah, I don't really think we need a bigger bed. We just need a new bed.
No, man. If I could sleep on, like, what I really want is a California king. Those are like bigger than, like, they're
why don't you
longer
just
too.
guys get separate bedrooms? That's all.
I basically
Much
want my
cheaper.
entire bedroom to be a bed. Like, as soon as you walk in, you walk up the stairs.
Do you
and
like a
dive in the
trampoline
bed.
room?
Yeah.
Build a room around a trampoline and just sleep on that.
So we've been looking to get a bed because the one we had, Brooke did the. I call it the. Well, I used to call it the Leithauser special. That's her maiden name. It's called the Leithauser special.
Amy says hi.
Whenever a bed. Hi, Amy.
She's watching the show, so especially now that she's watching, we have to make sure that we play her voicemail.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
So, if the bed starts getting a little saggy, she gets a piece of plywood cut to the exact size and puts that down, puts the bed on top of that. Oh, I'm sorry. She puts the plywood down, then she takes pillows, like old feather pillows, and puts them in underneath the bed.
Locations.
Strategic, so where the dip is on your when your ass is, it kind of brings it back up, and then we'll flip the mattress and this and that. We just did. It got to the point where, like, I don't want to fuck around anymore. I want a decent goddamn mattress so I can sleep.
Yeah, my mattress sucks. It's not even that old. It's about 6 years, something like that. And I had it from pretty much new. My brother had it for like a year, and then he moved out. But it's so sagged, and there's already pillows under there, and it's just awful. So
Yeah. So we went with a memory foam mattress, and we did like 2-3 hours worth of research. Her on her computer, me on mine, looking up something.
Did you get a Bobopedic?
We were thinking about it, but I hate his commercials so fucking much that I don't want to buy anything from him. I want to kill him. If I saw him in the street, I'd smash his kneecaps, allegedly.
All right.
And so we went with a Brentwood Homes, the Bamboo Gel 13. So apparently the trick with these mattresses is you got to get them with the gel because the gel creates separation between the foam and that causes it to keep itself cool. Because the straight memory foam making them incredibly hot. This one, not at all. Yeah, it's incredibly comfortable. I just sleep in my underwear anyway because I get I'm like I don't know, I must be like an insect or something where my like heat, like when I hibernate, when I go to sleep or something, my body heat goes way up.
That's weird.
Like super high.
Yeah. Mine goes down a lot.
Yeah, I'm like
I'm normally very warm.
I'm a fucking fireball when I sleep. I don't know what it is. It's just, whatever. But anyway, this fucking bed rules.
Yeah.
It's the goddamn best.
How much was it?
It was like $650 for a king.
Oh, that's not bad at all.
Not at all. And I did my research. It was like 25-year warranty, the whole 9 yards. I mean, like it sounds like, it sounds like an advertisement. I wish it was.
And you were able to just throw that over your old box spring, or did you get the whole thing?
No, I threw it on the box spring.
Yeah.
Cut it open. It unfurled. And it only took a couple hours to really settle in. Usually it takes like some of the more like higher end ones take a long time. Yeah. But this one didn't. And from what I've read, the Tempur-Pedic is the best. Yeah. The Tempur-Pedic is the fucking Cadillac.
But it's $2,500.
Exactly. Yeah. Everything else is close. Is very close. And if you get a good one,
it's just because the patent ran out. That's all. You know, they had it for like 12 or 13 years, and then the patent ran out, and now everybody's making the same exact thing.
Yeah, but the reason why it's called the Bamboo 13 is because it's made, the cover on it, the slip cover that's over it, is made out of bamboo.
Oh, that's cool.
And it's made in the USA.
Sweet. I'm going to get one of these.
Yeah. Brentwood Homes.
We've been talking about...
You're going to be the second person I've sold this to, because I already talked to talked to Scott and
Greg.
We've
been talking about at least getting a new mattress, like even just spending $200 just to get a mattress to last us another year. Even if I'm chucking it in a year, something's got to change.
We ordered it on Thursday night at like 8:30, 9 o'clock, and it was on my doorstep on Friday.
I was just thinking, like, meanwhile, I'm like, I'm going to spend $1,000 on a drone the second I have $1,000.
Oh, your fucking drone. We got to talk about your drone.
Yeah. Hold on. So, but anyway, I can write that off. I can't write off a mattress.
Yes, that's true.
So that's like $300 difference right there.
Yeah. But the goddamn mattress is the best. Haven't fucked on it yet, though.
No?
Good
to know.
Here's a funny thing.
Let us all know when you do. Just put it on the Facebook page.
I will.
Did you do the wine thing where you jump on the fucking mattress?
No, not doing that. I don't care how good it is. It doesn't. It's not like that.
Yeah.
This one's not like that.
Yeah, because it's got the gel on.
If you got the Tempur-Pedic one,
yeah,
that would work. This one's not like that. It moves a little bit. When you shift, you can feel the other person moving, but it's not nearly as bad.
There was that movie, Yes Man.
Yes Man, yeah.
It's
amazing. It's amazing. He's like smashing the bed.
Yeah.
He's like destroying the bed, and the fucking thing won't fall over.
But that would be good for us because I get up so much and I roll around so much.
I like
that movie.
It caught me by surprise.
When the fucking old lady offered him a blowjob and he said no, and then he falls down the stairs and there's a dog an inch from his face trying to bite his face off, and his eyes just go wide, and he realizes that he needed to say yes to the old lady giving him a blowjob, or he was going to get mauled by a dog.
So, anyway, where the fuck was I going?
Mattress.
Oh, I haven't fucked on it yet. Yeah. So some of the reviews and shit like that I was reading were saying that it's not like screwing on a regular mattress is better than screwing on a memory
Yeah,
foam.
because memory foam, one, this is just my hypothesis.
Mhm.
One, does not bounce back. And two, when you're on top of somebody, you're twice the weight and you're going to sink into it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So like you're doing the push-up thing,
Yeah.
doing the thrust, and your hands are starting to sink in.
Yeah.
So you got to fist it, and then your fists are going in even deeper. Yeah. That's going to be
Okay,
tricky.
so it's going to have to be, I would imagine that the best position for that would be reverse cowgirl
or doggy style.
doggy style, but bent over the bed, standing on the floor.
Yes.
Yeah. Although that's cheating, kind of.
Because you're not using the bed.
Yeah.
You're using the bed, but not
Yeah,
like the
I
way
would
it's
say
supposed to.
like I would think reverse doggy style reverse cowgirl would be the one that would really work.
Yeah.
Because doggy style, you're both sinking into the bed, you know?
You just sink all the way
Yeah.
down. You look around.
Although it might work, because the height difference is always the problem. So,
Yes.
the girl has to spread a lot wider because we tend to be taller than women, right?
Yeah.
So that might work out.
I'll give it a try. I'll let everyone know.
So your legs would be closer together, and you're heavier, so you may sink down more than she would,
Yeah.
lining up your pelvises.
Pelvi.
Pelvi. I don't think that's right. I think it's pelvises.
I don't like closing my legs too far because
Yeah.
my balls start to get hot. I don't like that. Like I'm swinging in the breeze, getting lots of airflow,
Yeah.
cooling everything down.
It's like that terrible angle in porn where it's like swinging.
It's just slapping.
That's what you like. You like that?
No. It's just balls. I don't want to jerk off watching balls swing back and forth. Imagine that, like you're watching.
Or do you?
You watch you put it up on your 3D TV. And you just got balls like waving in your face. I can almost smell them.
Okay.
But to be fair, porn stars' balls are probably smell pretty good. Like they do.
Well, they don't have any hair.
They doll themselves up before
and I'm
they
sure
go out
they,
there.
Yeah, I'm sure they would do
Give
that.
themselves enemas and whatnot. I think that that calls for a break. Yes.
Yeah.
We actually have a lot of shit to get to.
Yeah. Well, I think when we come back, we should definitely play Amy's voicemail.
Yes.
Because she is watching. We have 3 people watching in the middle of the day on a Sunday.
Yeah, I appreciate it, guys. Thanks. Sound off. There's a chat box. I'll read it off. Anthony Lavelle loves to send us chats. Yeah. I got a bunch of shit here. We want to talk about your drone.
Mm-hmm.
And, I got a video to play about some 110-year-old woman.
I saw that.
Did you watch it?
I did not.
I laughed.
I found it interesting enough to click on the link, but not interesting enough to actually watch the video.
I thought I was going to pass out laughing. I was laughing so hard. I don't know why. It might not translate, but I could not stop
gotta try
laughing.
it.
Something about it was just killing me. Absolutely making me just die. So, whatever.
All right, so we're going to go to break. We're going to pee.
Yay.
And then we're going to play some voicemails.
Voicemails? We're going to talk
we
about
have
drone?
yours.
Yeah, I left one just for fun because I was bored.
Well, I want to hear that, too. I haven't heard it.
I was on a long drive.
I was saving it for the show.
For work.
So we will talk about that. We'll play some voicemails, and then we'll talk about drones.
Roger that. All right.
Roger.
Bye-bye.
Why did you say Roger that?
Roger that. Copy that, sir.
Fucking hell. You're just the worst kind of person.
All right, we'll be right back. gonna cue that up?
Hmm?
You got it queued up?
I can.
The voicemail. I don't have. Yeah, I don't have it.
Yeah, I can probably do it right here.
I'm gonna just start. All right.
Now I want to go to the mobile Gmail site. There we go.
I think we set a record for fastest break.
Yeah, I know.
Amy's only got a few more minutes left on her break, so we wanted her break at her job.
Yeah.
Not podcast break. We're going to play
okay, yeah.
her voicemail, because apparently she left a drunk voicemail on our
Yeah, okay,
Google
so this is
line.
you.
What is it? 845. Is it 845?
Okay. Can
845
you got this muted right now?
No, hold on. One sec. 845-206-9354.
I don't remember. I had Amy write it in a Sharpie on my desk.
I'm pretty sure that's what it is, though. All right. You're good. Go ahead.
Yeah. We could try. I don't know if this is going to work. But
Yeah, 845-206-206. 845-206-9354. I was right. Cool.
All right, good for you.
Here we go.
This is a reminder for Adam and Ryan, for Ryan to smell Adam's wallet, because it smells like a bathroom water park. A water park bathroom. God damn it, I've been drinking wine.
Smells like a bathroom water
Let me
park.
see. All right, let me see.
I forgot about this. I forgot why she called. So I guess it smelled the inside of my wallet. Here.
Somebody. Wait, so what? Like the.
Just smell the inside. No, like
This
in
here?
where the bills are.
Oh, okay.
The billfold.
Oh! God!
It smells like money and leather and...
No, it smells damp.
Yeah, I guess. She said it smells like a water park bathroom.
I mean, minus the chlorine, yeah.
Yeah.
I would say so.
I don't know what that is.
Oh, man. Yeah, that smells like...
I've had this for a long time.
I know you have.
I had the same wallet for about 10 years. And then I bought this. I managed to find it on eBay because it was the same one, and I've had this one for about 6 years.
That was a fucking... Ugh. That hits hard.
What does your wallet smell like? Give me your wallet.
I don't have it on me.
Why?
It's upstairs. I don't need it. I'm just home. I'm not carrying it around. Mine smells like duct tape because it's made out of duct tape.
Oh, that's right.
It's actually made
yeah.
out of duck tape. Brand
Duck
duct
tape. Good God.
Brooke made it. I still have it,
Yeah.
man. She gave that to me fucking,
Yeah.
I think, like my 30th birthday?
Yeah.
Something like that. Maybe before that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had it for like...
Well, it's not a fair
4
comparison
years.
because duct tape is not permeable. So this, it's leather. It's in my pocket. Like,
It's
it's not going to smell good.
It's soaking up all the goodness.
And it has money that thousands of people have touched. Millions even.
For some reason, it smells like, it smells
But
like
yeah,
a bathroom in a
she is
water
right.
park.
It does smell like a bathroom at a water park. It smells like
Or the bathroom at the Dutchess County Fairgrounds during
a lot
Hudson
of it's
Valley
a
Wine
lot of it's the
Fest.
money. Like money smells gross. Like this I put in today.
Well, it was in your wallet. Give me the
I'm
inside
giving you.
bills.
I'm gonna give you one that this is like these. I put these in
the
less
innermost
than
bill.
2 or 3 hours.
There's no rhyme or reason to how you put these in your wallet.
No,
is
it's
it?
because it was it's tip money. So
See, the smell of money doesn't bother me.
no,
It just smells a little...
this is what smells gross to me. My wallet just smells like leather and me. Yeah, smell it now.
Maybe you
It
smell
probably
gross.
smells worse now. The money's not covering up the smell of my leg. No, it's no good.
Smells like a gym bag.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I guess it's possible. All right, I'm going to organize my money now.
My stepfather plays, he does racquetball.
Uh-huh.
And I went down.
Wait a minute. Why the hell was she smelling the inside of my wallet? I remember all of this happening, but I don't remember why it happened.
Well, if she was drunk,
We were both drunk.
Yeah,
Like
so
drunk.
She smashed. She probably smelled your wallet, or she could smell it from like across the room. It's possible.
What the hell were we doing?
D's Nuts says, happy to see that you are live from Facebook, so now I have something to watch while I fill in the holes in my kitchen to stop the mice from coming in, so thank you. Okay.
Who the fuck is that?
I don't know. It's all good.
That's good.
Thanks,
Just
D's.
sorry to hear about your infestation.
Stay strong.
Yeah, I mean, there's not much. I'm glad we could help, I guess.
But is this the Deadpool stub?
Maybe. I don't know.
No, it's a win free.
Oh, it's just
movies.
like the receipt.
Oh no, it is.
Oh, cool. Yeah. It's more
How is Deadpool?
Deadpool was awesome.
Was it?
Yeah, I mean, it definitely wasn't my favorite Marvel movie by far.
Mm-hmm.
But it was really good at making fun of itself.
What is your favorite Marvel movie? I already got it.
For me?
For mine.
Your
yeah.
favorite Marvel movie?
Yeah.
Gotta be Iron Man franchise, I think.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, I
All
liked
in.
Guardians. I liked Guardians of the Galaxy.
I've
but
seen it like six times already.
I think I like the Iron Man series. A lot.
Iron Man was fucking good.
Especially specifically the first one because they fucking nailed it perfectly.
Couldn't have been better.
I can't complain about any part of it.
And
a couple of the sequels, there was a few things where I was like,
The second one was shit.
yeah,
Third one was okay, but it was weird.
yeah. They tried
felt-
to do too much with the third one, and I don't know, just certain choices, I guess. But the first one's just perfect.
But I didn't, and I wasn't even bothering to watch that movie. I wasn't even going
Iron
to
Man?
see it until you were like,
Oh, Guardians of the Galaxy?
you like popped over my house one day just for shits
What
and
are we
giggles.
talking about?
Iron Man.
Oh, okay,
the
yeah,
first Iron Man.
Yeah.
I was at my house. You came by. We were just hanging out. It was like the middle of the day.
Mm-hmm.
And you were like, you've never seen Iron Man? I'm like, no. And you went, fuck this. And you went home and you got Iron Man and brought it back. And you're like, we're watching this right now.
Yeah.
Like, all right, cool. It was fucking
Great
great.
fucking movie. Yeah. They did a really good job.
Yeah. I never liked the Iron Man. I never liked Iron Man like the character.
Yeah,
so
I mean,
I never got
had
into
they
it.
not picked Robert Downey Jr., it probably wouldn't have worked.
Yeah.
I can't picture anybody else playing him.
No.
Oh,
Deadpool, Ryan Reynolds was absolutely perfect.
yeah.
Did you?
It's like it was written for him.
I heard an interview, really interesting. Him and like 3 other guys had this script written for like 6 years, and Fox shelved it.
Yeah. Yeah, it was all because of the Wolverine thing.
And they shot that trailer that everybody saw that was full CGI
and
with his voice and
funded
everything.
immediately.
Well, no,
Yeah.
they
No?
shot it, shelved it, and it was leaked. And he alluded to the fact that it might have been him
Yeah.
that leaked it. And once it leaked,
Yeah, people went nuts.
people went nuts, and Fox was like, "Whoa, shit, we got to greenlight this
and
now."
they used a lot of that in the movie too.
Yeah.
I mean, like they didn't do a full CGI him or whatever, but yeah, they used a lot of that scene in the opening scene of the movie.
Right.
And I guess one of their big things was they didn't want him to be CGI.
No, yeah, you can't.
But they did use CGI to emote the costume a little bit.
Yeah.
So like move eyebrows up and down, stuff like that.
Well, in the comic book, that's how it was. Like you could see, like when he smiled, like if he had a big smile, the
You
fucking
could tell,
mask was
yeah.
smiling. Like it was just weird like that. So I'm
But
stoked
it was
to see it.
it was
man.
hilarious. It's definitely worth. I mean, Brooke will hate it. I know Brooke will hate it.
You'd be surprised, man. She loves comic book movies.
It's a lot. It's a comic book movie with a shit ton of sex scenes and people like gore getting their faces blown off.
She might like it though.
Yeah.
Because like the comic book stuff, if it's a comic book movie, if it's a horror movie and it's all gore, takes her right out of it. But if it's like comic booky type shit, she likes.
Yeah, it's like the gore in Sin City.
Yeah,
it's kind of like that.
Oh,
It's
I love that shit.
grossly realistic while being way over the top.
I love that. That's my favorite thing ever. There's so much dick violence.
The only things that kind of bug me a little bit is, and they do note them. They're pretending the Wolverine movie never happened.
Good.
Because obviously
it can't.
At the end of the movie, Wade Wilson becomes some weird super mutant thing. But what they should have done was, had it been the timeline's changed now because of the new Days of Future Past movie.
Right.
So the timeline's changed, so Wade potentially didn't die. But the problem is that in this reality, in this movie, he gets his powers in present day, not in the 60s.
Yeah.
So he's a contemporary person. He was human.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's how it was in the comics.
Yeah, I know. But he was in the military, blah, blah, blah. But if he was human, it couldn't have been post-Vietnam. It would have been the 70s.
Yeah.
Where Wolverine takes place. So the timeline just doesn't really add up. But that's me being nitpicky, because
I would rather just
they did such a good job making fun of a bunch. Like, there are so many digs at Hugh Jackman in this. No, but I mean overt digs at Hugh Jackman to the point where he had to have given them permission, otherwise they might have gotten sued. And I don't want to give them all away.
But that's why that's why Deadpool was
and
so great.
The breaking the fourth wall thing is great. And he's like, "So, how do you think I got my own movie?" And he's sitting on, like, this is not giving anything away. It's not spoiler or anything. That he's sitting on an overpass waiting for a character, because he's gonna just kill a bunch of people. And he's sitting on an overpass, and he's got crayons, and he's drawing himself killing a guy with crayons like a little kid, and his legs are like dangling,
kicking.
And he's singing along to what the fuck's that song? It's like shoot ba-doo. Yeah, that song.
Shoot by Salt and Pepper.
Yeah, so he's singing along to that, and apparently it was originally supposed to be Holla Back Girl.
Yeah, it was.
And then they changed it, but yeah, he's like, "So how do you think I got my own movie?" Well, I had to, suck a bunch of dicks and this and that, and he's saying that he had to blow Wolverine to get his own movie. And and there's just a ton of digs at Hugh Jackman, and there's one little part where he's in his apartment and he picks up an action figure, and it's like a really shitty Chinese knockoff of the Deadpool character from the Wolverine movie, which they never made. No one made action figures from that movie. It was a flop.
Right.
But they made an action figure, and it was like a shitty, like, when you have, like, the Amazing Spider-Man or whatever, and it's like a fucking Chinese toy, and it looks like Spider-Man kinda, but it's not good.
It's like hand-painted.
Yeah, and it's like a little action figure of Wade Wilson from the Wolverine movie. X-Men Origins movie.
Yeah.
So there's tons of digs at stuff like that. And there's one point when he's going to get his powers, which we've already established he was human, then whatever. And he's like, "Just please promise me that you will not put me in a superhero costume, especially an animated one."
Yeah.
And it was
Green
the Green Lantern.
Yeah. That was in the trailer too. I love that shit.
Yeah. So they knew where they were coming from. They made it really funny.
Well, he was a massive.
It's well written.
He was a massive fan of the comic. He had his hands in writing the script. Like, he's a fan.
Mm-hmm.
And I read that he kept the suit.
Yeah.
Did I mention that on the show?
No. I had heard about that. He had a well, now that Twitter is as many characters as you want, apparently.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, did you hear about that?
No.
Yeah, you can do a whole big thing now.
Oh, it's gonna make promoting the show a little easier. I used to
but it's also, now what's the point of Twitter? What's the point? So I just put a video and 720 characters. Like, what the fuck's the point?
You can argue now.
Yeah. Anyway, he just he started last day of shooting. They go, "And that's a wrap for Ryan." He goes, "Thanks, guys," and starts walking off the set. And someone's like, "Do you wanna change?" He's like, "No," and leaves. Gets in his car and fucking goes home in the suit. So he just kept it. I think that's great.
Yeah, and who's going to take
Yeah,
it from him?
Of course, yeah.
It's awesome. Then that
Yeah.
means, he's going to be in, he'll show up in the X-Men and all that shit. He'll show up even more.
Oh, God. The fucking after credits thing is so great.
All right, just don't say anything because I still haven't
well,
seen
it doesn't. It doesn't tell anything about the movie, but he does talk about the sequel a tiny little bit.
Yeah.
And again, it has nothing. He just talks about a character that's going to be coming in, and
Mhm.
people that have seen it know what I'm talking about. But just go see the movie, go see it in the theaters before you hear about this because it's everywhere.
Yeah.
And just stay till after the credits.
I have to. I have to see it in the theaters. I want to see it in the theaters.
Yeah, you definitely should.
I like going to see movies
Yeah.
in the theaters. Brooke fucking hates it.
Yeah, this one we didn't see it in 3D. Did it even come out in 3D? I don't even know.
I don't know.
But it's definitely
I'm not a
something
3D guy
it's definitely
anyway, so.
something that you should see on the big screen. I mean, the whole beginning sequence with the like they don't even have like starring Ryan Reynolds. It's like starring some douchebag. That's what it says, starring some douchebag. And it's got a picture of him on like the cover of Men's Health. And the whole thing is it's like a 3D freeze frame of the car accident that's in the trailer.
Yeah.
You know, where the SUV's
Mhm.
rolling over. And it's a frozen moment, and the camera's panning through, almost like in Fight Club with the garbage when he's talking about how Starbucks will name the next galaxy.
Yeah, yeah.
It looks kind of like that. And it's just like starring some douchebag, and the camera's panning through, and it has like Ryan Reynolds on the cover of Men's Health. And then it's like, and a hot chick, and some asshole. Yeah, but it's the first Marvel movie that was rated R. So,
Good.
yeah.
Yeah, he posted I remember he posted a thing. I think it was April Fool in April or whatever, that it was going to be PG-13. And everybody lost their shit. He was
Yeah.
like, calm the fuck down. It's a joke.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of
Did you want to play your voicemail?
yeah, go ahead.
All right.
Oh, well, I'll cue this up too. They're rebooting Predator.
Really? Well, the Predators movie was fucking amazing.
Yeah, there was this was the
All right. Well, let's play this. I already have it, so
Okay.
we'll play this and we'll go into Predator. I haven't listened to this, so better be good.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
The show normally happens on a Friday. Normally. It's me! I'm calling because I have to pee, and I'm on the road, and I'm not going to get
I don't want to play this.
time soon.
Play
so
it.
I'm trying
We
to
gotta hear the whole
entertain
fucking
myself
thing now.
So I don't piss my pants in my car.
By
That's
the
all.
way,
I just
it
wanted to
transcribes
make sure
this,
this
so
shit
we have
works.
this all in writing.
That's that silence that Jason's talking about.
You can barely hear me. Is that what I sound like
Are you
on
on
the phone?
speakerphone?
Yes.
I hate when you're on speakerphone. It's fucking terrible.
Oh,
So that's what I sound
Yeah.
say
like.
bye.
I was just babbling.
Yeah.
It wasn't
This is
funny at
terrible.
all.
It wasn't funny. That was nothing.
No, I know it wasn't funny. I was just testing it out. We didn't have to play it.
Okay, do you want to play when I tested it out?
Sure. All right, so that's what I sound like on speakerphone, so I'll stop doing that to people.
This is how I test things. Come on. There we go.
Test 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, that's it. You just babbled on about nothing on speakerphone
Yeah.
and terrible audio quality.
Further proving that I can't do this thing on by myself.
No.
It'd
no.
be terrible.
God.
Last Hold on. Okay. Predator. Yeah, they're rebooting it. Studio has revealed this new Predator teaser image on the franchise's official Facebook page with the caption, "Here we go again, bro." Oh, God. The Predator teaser image also includes the title, The Predator, which may or may not be what the studio will go with. The writing is so fresh, details of the film. The writing is so fresh, the perspective is so fresh. I'm telling you, you're going to get something you don't expect, and you're going to say, this is the most entertaining way to reinvent a franchise. So this is where it gets kind of cool. The original Predator was directed by John McTiernan and starred Arnold Schwarzenegger as the leader, yada, 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 yada. It was followed by a direct sequel. In 2010, Nimrod Antal, poor bastard, helmeted a reboot with a new feature with a new feature,
Wow.
Predators. Hold on one second. I missed something here. Where was it?
What do you mean?
What is this? Hold on a second. Ah, yeah. Director Shane Black, Iron Man 3 Lethal Weapon, and the Monster Squad co-writer have been working on a sequel. But
Since
now it's
2014.
since 2014, but now it's
Mhm.
going to be more like a reboot. Black starred in the original films as Hawkins.
Really?
Yep. He was
Which one was he?
He was the guy with the glasses. He
Yeah,
died
yeah,
first.
yeah.
Hawkins, get Khan up on the hook. Yeah.
He was the guy with the glasses and the two MP5s.
Yeah.
Yeah. What a great weapon for jungle
Gosh,
warfare.
your
What a fucking
pussy's-
idiot.
Gosh, your pussy's huge. Gosh, your pussy's huge.
That was pretty inside.
Yeah. Why'd you have to say it twice? I didn't.
It was an echo.
No, he just says I didn't and walks away. And Billy starts laughing like a psychopath.
Ha 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 ha.
Fucking creep.
Yeah, you got a great fucking racist
He-
Indian voice.
He was
Perfect.
He was actually brought in this to rework the original Predator, because that was turning out to be like a sci-fi original.
Yeah.
How bad it was. Do you
Yeah.
hold on original? I'm typing in original Predator costume.
Okay.
Yeah, there it was.
Wow.
That was the
That's
original
interesting.
Predator costume.
I mean, I think it's more of a. I think it's more ambitious.
it just looked terrible, and that was the
Yeah,
one that
I think that-
Jean-Claude Van Damme was in that one. He
Oh,
was
yeah?
in the suit for that one. Yeah, it was
Really?
in that suit. Yeah, I'm gonna save the image. That's not just
So, wait, give me a little backstory on this. Jean-Claude Van Damme was involved in this franchise?
He was originally in the suit, in
Mhm.
this like bug-looking fucking
Mhm.
suit, and then it just started running into all sorts of production issues.
Go down, click on that.
Oh yeah, there's the good one.
Yeah, it's like a full body. You see, the thing with Predator that makes it unique, this would have turned into just an Alien movie.
Yes.
You know, it would have been like the Xenomorph from Alien, but intelligent.
Right.
So it has elongated features. It's definitely not human. Blah blah blah. The thing about the Predator is that they're very similar to a human.
Yeah.
They're a little bit bigger. They're stronger. They're faster. Whatever. But they also have limitations.
Here's another.
Like they're blind.
Yeah.
So they need this. They need their fucking mask for it to work. This thing looks like it wouldn't need any technology or any guns. It could fucking kill you no matter what.
Right.
So the end scene where Arnold Schwarzenegger fights the thing hand-to-hand combat would have been less poignant.
Yeah. Because its arms are like almost
Yeah.
go down to its ankles.
Yeah.
It's just very bug-like.
Yeah.
Then I think I want to say, hold on.
So why was Jean-Claude Van Damme even involved?
He was the body actor. I don't know why exactly. And then they got Stan Winston.
Mm-hmm.
He got hired afterward to design the Predator.
Yeah.
So he redesigned it with the dreadlocks and all that shit. And they got rid of Jean-Claude Van Damme and got Kevin Michael. No,
It doesn't really matter that
I
much.
can't remember the guy's name. I think his name was like Kevin Hall. I can't remember his name, but he's a big, tall motherfucker. He's like 7-something.
Yeah.
And they got him to play it. And then all of a sudden, the movie changed.
Mm-hmm.
It turned into less of like an alien movie and more of a survival type movie.
Yeah.
And with all the technology and all the like, just the unknown backstory, it turned
Yeah.
into a giant. It was just a
That's the
cult
thing
success.
that I love about those movies is you have to be a little like you can watch it and you can like it in a very ancillary way, or you can pick up on all these little cues and figure shit out.
Yes.
You know, like no one has ever sat down and said the xenomorph in Alien procreates this way. No one ever said that.
Yeah.
You had to figure it out on your own. You have a queen, which lays an egg, which has a face hugger in it, and that has an egg inside of it. One egg only. It attaches to a host, and then that egg gestates inside them and takes half of their DNA. So you're basically mating with an alien species every time.
Yeah. That's
And-
why the one in the third
yeah.
one was like a dog because it was in a dog.
Yeah, well, that,
It was, it ran on all fours.
yeah, actually, it was originally a fucking cow.
Yeah.
Which they cut out because that's not as cool. But the original cut, if you buy Alien 3 on DVD with the director's cut, it comes with 2 DVDs. It comes with the original release and the director's cut. The director's cut shows so much more.
It's like what? It's like
It's a totally different movie. It's an
like
hour
40
longer.
Is it an hour
Yeah.
longer?
Yeah.
A day and
It's almost. I think it's 2.5 hours long, and the theatrical release was like 105 minutes or something like that.
It's David
Yeah.
fucking Fincher.
Yeah.
The guy did Fight Club.
And yeah,
let him
and,
do his thing.
Like there was a sexual relationship between Ripley and the Doctor. Like they were together before he died.
Yeah.
So that was a whole thing. The original cut of Alien too. She was Alien. Alien as well. That's what I mean. Fucking her and Tom Skerritt were together.
Yeah.
But they cut all that out because it was just for time.
Well,
mostly because you couldn't get away with having having a 90-minute movie in the late 70s was like faux pas.
But Ridley Scott is notorious for having shit tons of extra footage.
Mhm.
I hear Kingdom of Heaven uncut is like 4 hours long.
Yeah.
So, just shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
But the hell was I gonna say? I lost my train of thought.
Oh yeah. So back to to fill that in, they raised cattle on the planet in Alien 3 for food.
Which makes sense.
Yeah. So they raised cattle there, and the face hugger that was in the pod, the one that got frozen, because this is where it got kind of fuzzy because you don't really know if that was the same face hugger that impregnated her or not. It comes out of her pod, but there could have been 2 in there.
Yeah.
You don't really know. Or it could have been that face hugger that has queen eggs in it. Could be different. Don't really know.
I liked the third one. It was like
the third one in some ways is my favorite. I think Alien, the first one, is the best film. Aliens is the funnest.
Yeah.
It's just dumb.
Yeah.
And
it's great.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah. Just fucking machine guns.
The third one was like the first one, but they also made it a little more what's like techno punk,
Yeah.
I guess is a type of that actually defines like a book genre, so I mean like I'll use that. Like it was more like I don't know, it was cool. Like steampunk, same thing but like sci-fi.
Yeah.
Instead.
Yeah,
so
it
was just
really great.
Yeah. That was a good movie. I thought it was really great. And then Alien Resurrection was more like Aliens.
Alien Resurrection was so stupid. The only cool thing about Alien Resurrection was they were finally getting to the point where CGI was good enough that you could use it in a feature film.
Yeah.
And you had the aliens swimming through the water. That's the only part about the movie that I like.
Yeah,
when they're swimming like a fucking like a iguana. That's what it looked like. Their hands, their arms and legs tucked into their body, and they swam with their whole body like an eel.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty neat, but
I love that shit. Well, I mean, if they reboot,
is fucking garbage.
And the Predator thing is like if Shane Black's in it. Oh yeah, let's hold on. Let me Predator.
Let's see what he looks like now.
Well, I'm just gonna type in Hawkins first.
Yeah.
This is Hawkins.
He looks so happy.
I know, yeah. And then he gets gutted like a fish. What the fuck is up with Mac? That's fake.
That is fake.
It's hilarious though.
It's like a costume.
Yeah.
Oh, did you know that this Gatling gun, the one that
the minigun?
Well, it's
in Predator?
It's a Gatling gun.
Yeah. Whatever.
The minigun from Predator is the same one that they used in Terminator 2.
Yes.
Yeah, because they just reused the prop because they had to make it for that movie.
Right.
Because hip-fired Vulcan cannon. That's what they're called. It's a Vulcan cannon minigun.
Yeah, they mount them to the bottom of fucking like.
They weigh like just the gun weighs 250 pounds.
Yeah.
With the batteries, that you need to run it, and they don't usually normally run on batteries. They're strapped into a helicopter's fucking power source.
Yeah.
If they're standalone, the batteries are 350 pounds, and the amount somebody did all this math for Predator, like when they fired the minigun in Predator 2, it would have been 1,400 pounds of ammunition. So you're talking over a ton. So Jesse Ventura was definitely a sexual Tyrannosaurus because he was carrying over a ton of fucking Vulcan cannon minigun.
Well, that on top.
This is this guy now?
Yeah, it's Shane Black.
He got
now.
way better looking. What
Yeah,
happened?
He aged very well.
Yeah, it's been like 30 years.
He's a handsome man. Well, I mean, there's that picture. He's got the creepy.
Well,
Bosch
he looks
face
like
on.
he looks like a handsome pedophile there. That's all.
Like he's really good at being a pedophile. Like he fucks a lot of children because he's handsome.
But I wouldn't have put. How old was he in the first movie? Predator came out in what, 80 something?
I don't know. Let me look.
82?
80. I don't remember.
Well, we're talking almost 30 years, and I wouldn't have put that guy past 40.
He was born in 61. He's 54.
I would put him at 40 years old.
He's done. Let me see. He's a writer for a lot of shit. Let's go direction.
Last Action Hero.
He wrote Last Action Hero. Oh,
yeah,
God.
he wrote the fucking
the
screenplay.
screenplay. Jesus.
And for the video game.
And Monster Squad.
Oh, yeah.
Gotta give him props for
Love
that.
Monster Squad.
Rule.
Doesn't hold up, though.
So he directed Kiss Kiss Bang Bang was his first feature. Iron Man 3, a TV movie called Edge, and then The Predator, which is... Oh, it's called The Predator.
Yeah.
Okay. I wonder who's going to be in it.
What
I'm
the fuck?
excited for
What
this.
the hell is his name? In Iron Man, the guy who plays Happy. You know, what the fuck is his name?
Happy.
Yeah,
Oh, that's Jon Favreau.
Yeah, he... It's kind of weird because he was in the first one. He didn't... I could be wrong on this, but I think that he didn't direct the first one, but he did direct the second one, and then he didn't direct the third one.
Hold on. I can check that out. Jon Favreau. No, he directed the first one.
Okay.
He directed the second one.
But he didn't direct the third
He
one.
had a hand in Iron Man 3, though.
Yeah. That's got to be weird to be like a character within the universe and be the director, and then them go, we're going to go with someone else.
Well, actually, hang on one second. I was wrong. Hold on. He did Iron Man. Oh, yeah. He directed Iron Man. He directed Iron Man 2, but he was executive producer for Iron Man 3.
That's what I was thinking it was. Because, like, if you watched Iron Man 3, it was kind of like he had a couple of scenes, and then he got blowed up, and then he was in the hospital for the rest of the movie.
Oh, that's right. I remember now. I watched that movie drunk. I really wasn't into it at all.
It's that movie is cool, not good. It the action sequences are fucking awesome, and the rest of the downtime, it's like, I'm just gonna go get a beer and no, you don't have to pause it. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of how it is.
I don't know. I thought it was kind of dumb, so whatever. I'm glad it's over, the Iron Man thing. They're done with that. I mean, the
They're
Avengers,
making another one.
They're making an Iron Man 4?
I think so.
Oh, Christ.
No, maybe they're not. It's just going to be like he's still going to exist in the universe, but like Captain America Civil War is supposed to be Iron Man 4, basically, from what I've heard.
Okay.
He is kind of co-main character.
Right.
It's kind of like when Clutch and Mastodon tour. It's like, come on, Clutch is opening for Mastodon. They're just giving him an hour and a half. You know?
Yeah. So, all right. Well, there's that. Hoping that Predators is any good. Your drone.
My drone.
We haven't talked about it at all.
No. I mean, I don't know what else I'm going to bring to this. It just came down $300.
What's it called?
DJI Phantom 3.
Whoa.
DJI. Just type in DJI. There you go. Phantom 3 right there. Yeah, go to videos.
Oh.
Just go to videos.
Here we go. It's like an introductory.
Yeah, you're going to fucking hate this guy. Oh no, these are the good ones. The instructional videos are the most douchey thing you'll ever see in your life.
In your mind. An erupting volcano, spitting geysers of ultra-hot magma.
Right,
into the air.
enough.
We strive for photography, the Phantom 3.
Okay, pause it really quick. Let's put this in perspective. If you type in DJI Phantom 4K video, you won't be able to watch it because the video is too good for your streaming.
Yeah. I know
So,
that.
and the resolution on this TV won't even matter.
Yeah, that's fucking.
So, like, I don't have a TV in my house that can play the resolution that this camera records.
Yeah. They're coming out with them now.
Yeah.
Like a nice HD 1080p fucking HD smart TV LED and all that stuff are like $300, $400 now.
Yeah.
It's great because these 4K ones are coming out.
Yeah, 4K TV. But even then,
Ultra high
you can get a
def.
4K TV for $1,200 now.
Yeah.
You know, it's only going to be this big,
That's,
but I want to get one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get like a 32-inch 4K TV, and I'm gonna use it as a monitor.
We almost got a TV instead of the bed, but we weren't gonna get a 4K. We were just gonna get a fucking big ass LED 1080 because
that's what I want.
I don't care that I'm behind. I'm not that fucking crazy about how great it looks.
We're to the point now where it doesn't matter that much.
Yeah.
And the thing is, 4K is above Blu-ray quality.
Yeah.
So
there's nothing out there.
There's
yet.
nothing. No one's releasing anything in 4K yet, except for what you do yourself, which is pretty fucking amazing.
Yeah.
So, so this camera on this thing, the only downside is 4K video is only 30 frames a second, which is not bad. That's fine, but you can't do slow motion at all. You just can't.
It'll look like shit.
Yeah, and when you're it'll look really choppy. And when you're in 4K, you can't pan too fast or it looks choppy. But once you take that 4K, drop it down to 1080, which was cinema quality 3 years ago, you're fine. Yeah. It's completely fine. So it only goes 30 frames a second, but then you have GoPro, which now has a 4K video camera that's at 60 frames a second. And it's this fucking big, and it weighs a half a pound.
You just mount it to this bitch, right?
No, you can't.
Oh.
No. DJI got smart. They said, hey, we have the best drone in the world. Why the fuck are we letting people mount someone else's brand onto the thing?
Yeah.
Let's come out with a comparable video camera combined with the best drone out there for a certain price. The thing that you can do, so I'm getting the DJI Phantom. If I were to spend $1,000 more, I can get an Inspire with a 3-axis gimbal, and I can put a GoPro on it. Or I can go even more, spend $10,000 and fucking mount this thing to it.
All right.
Yeah, so they're out there. You know, they if you go to here, this is the Inspire right here. That's not the one I'm getting, but that's the next one up. So the Inspire is a little bit more involved.
It looks like a fucking, like it's got a trailer attachment. Oh,
Yeah.
this is the...
Hey, it's Norm from Tesla.com, and I'm joined today by Eric Chang of DJI.
This is
Eric, how you
yours,
doing?
the Phantom 3, right?
Yes, but that's...
It's been a while since we've seen you, but it's been like a year since we came out.
This is gonna be fucking boring.
I know.
You introduced us
Just go... we already watched the video.
I'm watching it fly.
Yeah.
I'm just curious. It's not very big. It's about as big as a suitcase.
No, it's like 15 inches across.
It looks like a fucking toy.
Yeah.
It's all plastic
But
and
look
everything.
at that video. Blow that up to full screen.
That looks fucking crazy. Where's that fucking statue?
I don't know. But look at that. That's full 1080. But you see how when it compresses and you put it on YouTube, you get that chop.
Yeah.
It's like, and that's because it's 30 frames per second. So when you drop the quality down, especially and compress it, put it on YouTube, it looks very choppy.
Can you do me a favor and be patient with this thing when you first get it and just unbox it, check it out, and then take a drive to Bowdoin?
Yeah. Oh, I'm going
in
to.
a field. Don't just do it in the
I'm
neighborhood.
not going to do crazy stuff. I'm going to
No,
start.
because I know you, and I know that you'd open this thing and you'd have it flying out of your fucking driveway in like.
I probably
hour.
will. The thing is, well, I'll probably go to like the park near my house or something like that.
Right.
Like Spratt Park's
Just
right there.
Do it from
there's
a park.
There's a big baseball
Look
field.
at that. God
yeah,
damn.
look at this shit.
Oh, you'd be able to get some crazy shots
at the asylum.
At the asylum.
That's what I really want to do. So, the cool thing with this is it's very plug and play. The software that they have built into this thing is incredible. You can run it all off the controller, but then it also goes to an app on your iPad or whatever device you have, and you can actually view straight through the camera 720p as you're flying it. And the coolest thing is you just go take off, and you press a button, and it takes off and hovers. and then you fly it from there. And if it gets too far away, it loses its signal, it just comes home. And it goes right back to its takeoff position.
Yeah, it's GPS coordinates.
Yep.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
It's so fucking cool.
So, and are you still playing audio?
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, this
These
is just
fucking-
this is just two
these
guys just talking
Two
about this.
fucking nerds just like holding their freaking toys and talking about them.
Here,
This is
look.
boring
Click
shit.
on Adam Savage's custom quadcopter. This is the fucking crazy shit. And this thing is really cool, but it's an ad.
What the fuck is that?
You wear, it's called Solo Shot. You put whatever camera you want on top of it, and then you wear like a wristband, and it follows you around.
That's sick.
Yeah. Well, it would be terrible for us. 'cause
Wow,
we don't
look
do
at her.
anything. All right, skip the ad. Come
Sorry,
on.
got zoned out.
It's just like a
Hot
surfer.
chick. Oh, that was the guy
Okay,
from the
so-
video.
Yep. Yeah.
That's the
So
other
this is
nerd.
So right now they're flying probably the Inspire, and the Inspire you can get with the same 4K camera, or you can strap whatever camera you want
Jesus
onto it. But you're
Christ,
talking
look
like
at
$4,000. That's
See,
it
that
right
thing
there.
looks badass.
Doesn't it look exactly like the fucking things like the Skynet helicopters?
Yes. From fucking
Yeah.
Terminator.
So this quadcopter right here has the same camera as mine. It's just the copter's more advanced.
Look at Admiral Akbar. They have
I
an
know, he's fucking
Admiral
nuts.
Akbar mask, but it's
Look what he's wearing.
Yeah, he's wearing an admiral, like a naval
Yeah.
admiral in
He
the
looks
1700s.
like a French fucking admiral. Yeah.
Ah,
So
you guys are
just go forward a little bit till they get to the other stuff, because they've got
Oh my God, it's just them. Oh, he's
yeah.
Oh, this
he's
is
the
his-
biggest fucking nerd.
He's customized. It's just how he customized
Yeah.
it. All right, we're not watching this.
Yeah.
'cause it's
So
just
yeah, you don't want.
him building shit.
But they like.
so is this
they
how much
have-
you're paying for it right here?
Huh? Yeah, $9.99.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't have to say it out loud.
Yeah. No, it's fine. I mean, I was gonna pay $1,300 and it just went down $300. So,
Shit,
which
yeah.
probably means they're coming out with another one soon, but that's fine.
Well, whatever.
This
yeah.
is more. This honestly is more than I need. But I can't bring myself to spend $800 to get a less a lower resolution camera. I just can't bring myself to do that, because for me it's like it's $200 in the scheme of things. That's not that much money.
Yeah, and you're kind of
know.
a bit ahead of the curve.
Yeah. So, and especially because if this dropped, that means they're coming out with a new one.
Yeah.
Which means I'm going to be a little bit behind. But the thing is, if I'm getting cinema quality out of this thing, that's way more than I need, because I'm going to make my money back shooting weddings. And for the most part, it's going to be stills.
Yeah,
Aerial
if you get
stills.
really good at it,
Yeah.
and like you can actually make like a cool
That-
little
the
wedding
thing-
video type thing.
The thing
with
that
it,
I really want, I don't really want to do wedding video for my company.
that might be a pain in the ass.
I mean,
though, 'cause you gotta
I
take
can
pictures.
make money doing it, but it kind of sucks, and I don't really want to do it. I don't want to do the editing. That's the big part that I don't want to do.
Mhm.
And it's just not a ton of money. But when a wedding videographer hires my company to come out and fly a drone for fucking an hour and pays me $500, that's what I want.
Mhm.
Because you'll have videographers that will want that shot and they'll pay me for it. That's what I really want. That's what I want to do. I just want to farm this thing out for a few hours here and there, fly it around, and be done with it. And there are a lot of companies, like not even just around here, but everywhere, that would just want an aerial shot of their building or something like that.
Yeah.
So I think it's something that I can make money off of, and not a lot of people have them. So,
I'm trying to look at the reviews, but it just won't let me.
well,
here
go
they
back up. Go back up. See how it was 5 stars? 4.5, something like that.
Hold on.
And then the
here they are.
ones that are 1 star, they're like, yeah, it crashed. I don't know what happened.
That's
but
why
they
I
won't
wanna,
give me my money back.
That's why I want to read them. Like, where's
Yeah.
it? Lowest rating. Here
Yeah.
we go. They're my favorite because it's usually okay. So,
Yeah.
All right. So this guy gave it 1 star because he
Yeah.
couldn't get an RMA.
Yeah, so he goes 16 to 25 people ahead of me with an, no, I should do it in that voice. 16 to 25 people ahead of me with an expected wait time of 20 to 30 minutes. That's normal.
All this just to get an RMA after an authorized dealer in Las Vegas couldn't fix the unit. You give it
Yeah,
so the thing
1
is
star.
a giant is giant piece of shit because you couldn't get it because you weren't
couldn't get
patient enough.
because you couldn't wait fucking 20 minutes.
Yeah.
DOA, arrived non-functioning motor.
Okay.
Okay, so that means that it's completely covered and you've been minorly inconvenienced. I'm sending it back to B&H for an exchange.
Sigh. But you don't give it one fucking star.
I'll update this review if all works out. Sigh. No, you don't. What you do is when everything's been worked out, then you review it. And you want to know what? If that fucking thing is broken, chances are it was UPS that did it.
Yeah.
I'm going to go pick this thing up. I'm not going to ship it. Because for me, it's 3 hours on a train. Yeah, whatever. But I'm going to go get it.
This guy's got a legit complaint.
Yeah.
He got a I bought 7 DJI Phantom. What the fuck is this guy doing? I bought 7 DJI Phantom 2 Plus, and 3 of them are defective.
But that's not this copter.
Ah.
That's not this copter at all.
So, dangerous bug and horrific customer service, 1 star. Great potential, horrible service. Like people are saying, okay,
but if you go to the percentage, it's like nothing. They're like these people are giving it 1 star, and it's 4.5 to 5.
Yeah.
Everyone in the tech community says if you're gonna spend less than $3,000 on a drone, this is the one you should get.
Every single time.
There are a lot of people that are saying you should get the Phantom 2 instead of the 3 because you could put a GoPro on it and you can upgrade.
Mm-hmm.
With this, you can't upgrade.
Mm-hmm.
If you can replace your camera, but it's almost as expensive as just buying a new drone.
Yeah.
The camera is the main price of the drone. If you buy the standard, right, same drone. Pretty much. There's almost no difference. There's a couple of little things, but the camera is the big thing.
Yeah.
It's the camera and it has the better gimbal. But the standard is only $400.
Mm-hmm.
The big difference is that the standard you can't fly indoors at all. You just can't. It'll go haywire and crash.
Oh shit.
It needs GPS signal because it has no the Pro. The big thing with the Pro versus the regular one. They have the standard, they have the advanced, and then they have the Pro. The Pro has, it's called Lightbridge. It uses infrared combined with Wi-Fi to send video signal to you.
I love living in the future.
Yeah. So whereas Wi-Fi, once the thing flies too far away, you don't have video anymore.
Yeah.
You can't look through the lens anymore. You can still fly it because it's radio, but it's line of sight. But the big thing when you fly it indoors, it has 2 cameras on the bottom that use I think it uses lasers and cameras to visually look at the floor
yeah,
and keep itself level.
That's sick.
Yeah, because it you can't just use like a potentiometer.
Mm-hmm.
You can't just use something a bubble level inside of the fucking thing. It needs more than that. So it uses these 2 points and it measures the distance to the floor to make sure that it's level, and that makes it so you can fly it inside. The standard you can't fly inside at all. You would have to, because the thing is so advanced and you put such an expensive camera on it, you can't be like adjusting for yaw and pitch and all of this stuff. There's 4 rotors. You can't do that.
Mm-hmm.
The software has to do it for you.
Mm-hmm.
So the advanced one has all of this and you can fly it indoors. So they have the advanced and they have the professional.
You get good at it enough where you can like get a beer. Does it have like a claw attachment?
People have made them.
Yeah, I bet.
But not necessarily like a claw. But people have made, you can hack them. There's a custom button. It's not really even hacking it. There's a custom button which will send a radio signal that whatever you want to do. Like a lot of people use it to take a picture, or they'll set it so it swings the camera 180 degrees and faces backwards or something like that.
Yeah.
But you can also set it so that you have attachments on the thing,
mm-hmm.
and it'll do stuff. A lot of people use it. An aftermarket company made flip out landing gear.
Oh.
So that like if the craft kind of wobbles and the camera has to move, you won't see the gear.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'll have like flip out landing gear, or there are people that just take the camera completely off and they can use it to put like a drop thing on there.
Yeah.
And I don't know what you're gonna fucking do with it, but
sick.
Yeah, they do make these little things where you could drop something somewhere, But yeah. So
Living in the future rules.
I'm very excited.
Yeah.
And the coolest thing about it is they're really easy to fly. Really easy to fly. So, and like I said, you just press a button and it takes off, and you press a button and it lands.
Brooke sent me this real quick. This is kind of like, just the technology and everything, how fast it moves and everything. You are going to buy a fucking drone with all this crazy camera gear and everything and be able to fly it around, take great shots, all this stuff. It's just consumer grade now.
Yeah.
As the speed that this shit comes out is
yeah,
amazing
every 10 years, technology
see this?
pricing cuts in half.
They figured out how to 3D print organs
Yep.
and ears and shit using what is it, stem cells and all.
Mhm.
It's fucking crazy.
Yeah, it's pretty nuts.
And it's got like
Yeah,
it's
they
water-based.
think I think it was by 2025 they think will be the first like organ transplant.
Listen to this. ITOP is the company that does this. Makes the organs by layering patterns of biodegradable plastic-like materials and water-based gels containing stem cells. Once transplanted, these organs could be colonized by human blood vessels, and their self-sustaining regenerative processes can begin. How fucking crazy is that?
Yeah.
The golden age.
Yeah.
I love it. That was just a kind of a quick thing.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to know more about it. But
No, I actually know a lot about it.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. They've been doing this stuff for a long time.
They just haven't perfected
they
it to
really
the point
think
where
that it starts with this, and a lot of it is I did hear about this thing. It's called what the fuck is it called? Basically, they'll take an organ, right, from a pig, like a valve or something like that, and then it's like decellularization or something like that. They take the organ, and then they basically coat it in this material, and then they dip it in something else, and all the actual organic material gets pulled away. So it's just a mold of an organ. And then they fill it with stem cells that match the human that it's supposed to go into, and a new organ grows inside of this. It's like a one-time use mold to make an organ out of stem cells. And then all you have to do is basically sew it on to whatever the fuck you want it to be, and it works. It becomes that. So they're saying, like, have you ever heard, like, stories where, like, they have to reconstruct some guy's hand, and they'll fucking sew his hand to his back for a couple of days, so that his blood flows through the thing.
I was watching that movie or that show on Showtime called The Nick, and the girl, this guy's ex-wife, she lost her nose to leprosy.
Yeah,
I think it was leprosy.
Jesus.
So he
Who
used
gets leprosy nowadays.
Well, no. It's
okay.
It's
the fuck's this show about?
It's turn of the century medicine.
Oh, okay.
And this guy is like a revolutionary doctor, but he's a cokehead.
Oh god.
It's Clive Owen and Bono's daughter is in it.
That's weird.
She's actually really good.
Yeah.
And pretty cute, too. Anyway, what they used to do to graft skin, they'd cut a piece of your, like, skin from your bicep. I looked up this procedure to fix people who lost their noses to leprosy. It was like this skin flap thing. It didn't look great, but it looked better than a hole in your face.
Yeah.
So I looked it up after I saw the show, and it's true. They used to do is they'd take a piece of skin and they'd use it from your arm. You'd have to sit with your arm over your face until it took, basically. So they took a skin flap off your arm, they put it on your face, they sewed it, and so you're just like this for like weeks.
And then they fucking cut it off your arm.
And then they cut it off your arm, bandage up your arm, and then form it and everything like that. Hold on.
Sounds awful.
Leprosy, nose, I don't know. Surgery, I guess, is the best. Nose graft, right?
I guess, yeah. No, FT.
Oh, FT? Graft. Jesus. Hold on one sec. Just bear with me here.
I have to pee again.
Oh, we're pretty much done.
Go up, go up, go up. The guy with his hand. Look at that.
Yes. Okay,
Yeah.
see? Well, they did it with his finger instead. So his, like, face, his hand is bandaged to his face while his skin grows onto his nose. And the blood vessels take and everything like that. It was fucking ridiculous, man. Yeah, see, it was in...
It's fucking gross.
I'm trying to find the damn... I found a better
What the fuck is that?
That's a really rough-looking penis.
Why the hell did that come up?
I don't know. I didn't type in dick. Like I
It's
normally
because of your
do.
search history.
Probably. Anyway, well,
Google's
it's not
learning what you're into.
It's not coming up, but there was a
Yeah.
term for it in the show that I used to look it up. But yeah, it was pretty fucking wild what they had to do. All right, what do you think? We're hour 47, man. This went by real fast.
Yeah, I think we can quit while we're ahead.
Yeah, we didn't slow down. This was a
No,
good one.
yeah.
I think. I don't know. You tell us out there. Yeah, you tell us. Give us a call.
Yeah.
845-206-9354. That is 845 Dead Radio Podcast.
It's not. But it's not. If you do that, you're just going to call a random number, and it's not even going to be. It's not going to work because it's going to be 845 and then fucking 6 more numbers.
So yeah, 845-206-9354.
What is that? No, it's fucking. It's like 9 more numbers or 8 more numbers. It's not going to work at all.
I was gonna write it out and figure it out, but I don't want to.
Yeah, because it was. If we did like just a number, I was trying to get Dead Radio Podcast 1, but yeah, it didn't work.
Yeah. Well, in any case, Dead Radio Podcast on Facebook, at Dead Radio Pod on Twitter. You can email us, ryandeadradio@gmail.com, adamdeadradio@gmail.com. And, yeah, so I guess the voicemail thing works, but only people who actually like, people that work on the show and the other person that works part-time on the show, I guess.
Yeah.
Old second half, she's not going to work here no more. I always fuck up her last name. I can spell it.
Sicilione.
I can spell it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just Sicilione.
It's very easy to spell. I have it, but I always want to say Cicciolini.
That's not right.
I know.
You could say Cicciolione. That would technically be correct.
Cicciolioni. See, that's more fun. I'm going to say it like
All right,
that now.
So do it like that. No.
Okay. So, yeah, Friday.
Shotskies.
We don't have a title for this.
Shotskies.
Shotskis? Okay. That's simple. It's to the point. Friday, we're going to try and get Ryan in. Ryan O'Sullivan. He was supposed to be here today. Shit fell apart again.
No.
Try and get him for Friday. It's his birthday on Thursday, so.
Yeah,
And maybe
that'll be fun.
If you can get anybody else, too.
Yeah.
Basically, what
Yeah.
we've been really laxed on getting guests, to say the least. Like I keep saying, I'm going to be better at.
Everyone. It's like they were already on. It's fine.
I don't know if you want to come on. Send us an email or send us a voicemail. 845-206-9354.
How do you remember that? I don't remember that.
I don't know.
All right, let's get out.
I'm a
here.
professional.
No, you're not. We haven't been paid for this. Although I guess you are a radio professional because you are paid for that.
Goddamn right.
Yeah.
Actually, can I check? No, I'm not going to even bother. I
No,
was going to see how much money we've
Let's
made.
get the fuck out of here.
All right. Bye-bye.
What, 7 cents? It's imperative.
Yeah.
7 cents.
7 cents. Shotski.